Yo, what's going on, everybody? That's right. This is your boy Play B, the Apocalypse Project. Got my man Rev with me.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Can you guys hear me? All right, there I am.
Yeah.
So this is our boy Servant After Servant here with the TAP, and guess what, y'all? We got a special guest all up in this. There he is, Adam Began, our best, one of our most favorite guests.
Hey, we have the same barber. We had the same barber, and he's talking about it.
I did my nails and everything.
My bad. I forgot to hit a button. So you know that?
Yeah. So anyway,
Nice.
so this is our opportunity
Nice.
to reconnect. It's been a very long time, and we were kind of
Yes.
chatting a little bit about kind of like our absence in the last year. Of course, we have a lot going on between both B and I here in the podcast, and as well with our special guest Adam Began. So we wanted to take this time just to catch up and just say once again, how the heck are you, Adam?
Yeah, man.
You know what? It's good to hear from good old friends. Like I said, I've been doing this for quite a little bit of time, and not everybody's been with me for a while, but you fucking guys have been stalking me since a long time. And,
Yeah, there's going to be a Netflix special about it.
Between the jokes, paranormal, just talking, of course, wrestling.
Yeah.
We've been bonded for a while. We know each other outside of this. We talk outside of this. You guys know that. So
Yeah, man,
I've been
for
good, man. I've been, best as you can be. How about you guys, man?
Oh man, I don't know, Rev. You want to take this one?
No,
At least we're not on fire this time. The fires are down south. 'Cause I think last time we spoke with Adam, wasn't the wildfires? Yeah.
Yeah, no, so California for the most part is on fire, and it just seems like whether it's either up in the mountains or
We can't
down in
escape
LA,
it, man.
we can't escape
Hey,
it.
we're right on the bay. We got like the whole Pacific Ocean, and we still end up on fire.
And we still don't have enough water.
Yeah, thank you, Cal.
Right, if it was like Utah or Ohio, I'd be like, well, there's no lakes or oceans.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But
Well, what can you do?
What we do is it's like we're literally on the Pacific Ocean, and we can't even. LA doesn't have enough waters to fight fire. But anyway,
Yeah.
so no, but things have gone pretty good with us. I mean, we took a hiatus for a little bit, and not necessarily because we wanted to. It's just that life got really, really busy, and and as life got busy, for me as one of the main individual that does all the post-production work, the way that we were doing it before just took so much time. Now I know.
what is it like? What 60 minutes per minute of editing? Or
Well, when I used to have my own videography business for a little bit, and so what I would, for a little bit. So this is where I'm putting a little bit of it into practice. So, but
That's why we got so many of these full.
yeah, right.
We can't keep enough of these in stock.
I know, right?
And it gets heavier every time too. It's like every time we put something in there, it feels heavier. Like that sure is straight.
no, I would say it's like about for every minute is like a dollar, I think it was. So it's like every minute of editing is like $1.
Wow,
So
I've been on that website. Hey, that's cheap. That's cheap. It used to be $3.99 or $4.99 a minute. I mean, like, am I saying too much?
Well, you figure like so 5-minute video would take about no, I take that back.
I'm like, that's $5.
No, I take that back. I meant for one 1 minute is an hour of editing is how it would roughly break it down. So then if you're charging per hour, then that's what you would take. So if I was working with somebody, I'd say, okay, you want a 30-minute video. Of course, that's going to be
X amount of money.
yeah, X amount of money, because it's going to take for each minute is going to be an hour. So 30 minutes equals 30 hours of editing. You see, and that's how I worked it out. So, and it kind of worked.
It builds up quick though.
It kind of worked that way in the way I was doing the show, because the way that we were doing it was we would have 2 to 3 cameras recording, and then instead of going back and forth I'll talk about our setup now. So what I was doing is we would have the camera set up, and I would take that audio, the video, and then the audio afterwards, and then I would mix it together, cut and splice the video so it switches back and forth. But now with our wonderful technology,
we need to get that other camera to have
so we
that
can, so we can have a good. But yeah, so the way we have it now is, I know you're not seeing it right now, Adam, because you're looking through our hard cam, but
at least it's hard now.
I did do the upgrade edition.
Now it's
so
hard.
that's why.
Yeah.
So,
But
now
no, basically, Rev, like you're like the producer, the editor, the director. I mean, like you said,
Yeah,
I'm not
pretty
that
much.
fucking playboy. Don't do nothing, but just for the most part.
Hey, I just look here. I just stand. But you know what? Hey, I don't know what they gave me in this coffee, but it's hot in here, man. I got to talk to that. You got to talk to the producer over there. Like,
it actually is kind of warm in here.
okay,
Actually,
I thought I was going through menopause, bro. I was like,
It's -5 here in Maine, boys. Dropping in a little bit. I got layers on.
bro, I was like, am I going through menopause? I'm like, I do feel a little dry, but
Blood flashes.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I have this switcher here, and I think we should do a podcast just how because one of
I
the
think a lot of people are curious behind the scenes.
yeah,
how we
what
set
we
it
do
up.
here, and I think partly
Yeah.
it's because one of the things we like doing is like we like being in front of the camera, right? But as both music, we talked about before, as being music people, not only but being behind the camera, you know, being behind the production.
yeah, we
I
like
would.
pressing the buttons.
Yeah,
and-
I would love it if
fun.
at some point if
It
we
is fun.
produced people's
Yeah.
podcasts.
Yeah.
And I think that's our goal. It's not just to do for ourselves, but to kind of build like some kind of like outreach and like, hey, we want to help facilitate that and potentially make a little, you know.
Yeah. People do networks all the time for this stuff. There's always
Yeah.
networks and little, you
Yeah.
know, and yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so and then so we have the switcher, so anything like that. So but anyways,
So we've been away for
We've
a
been- yeah.
while, but in a good way because we were still productive behind the scenes without putting anything out. Where we were investing in equipment and doing all that, and so now we're finally able to showcase everything. You know, I know a lot of. Well, that one fan we have was probably like, "What the heck is going on?"
Well, or your booking agent, the one that was like,
Yeah.
talking to you guys, I'm like,
Yeah, I
This
know.
this dude buys a fleet of school buses. This guy's with his old lady touring around. I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? They do the show anymore? or what?
I know.
Then I see Donald Trump going, "We're back." I go, "Okay, Donald
Yeah,
Trump."
yeah.
still
And
approving
miraculously,
we're
we're back.
Yeah, we're not afraid to come out of hiding now because
Yeah.
we got a new
we got
president.
free speech again.
They got free speech again. So anyway, so
Oh,
that's
man.
what's been up with us. So what we wanted to do is just catch up with you. Like
Yeah,
I know
man.
that you've been super busy, and then I know that you've been busy, and I know like it was kind of not that. And let me say it this way because. I still follow you like on social media, and I'm still been impressed with like the,
Well, look out your window.
yeah,
You-
yeah.
hey, look out your window. You'll see him right
I'm
there.
right now. No, but like, so I know that you've been super busy. So, and then
man.
because we had been absent for so long, and we kind of not, we're good friends, but it's not like we chat on a daily basis, you know. And I understand that because we got our
But
own
that's what
lives. We
friends
got,
do.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
jump
yeah.
in the ring of fire a year later and
Yeah.
say, "Hey, brother, what's up?" Life's
Exactly.
busy.
Plus the
Exactly.
time
You're right. I
difference.
get it.
Plus
Yeah.
the time
No
difference. I think.
disrespect,
No, yeah.
Never.
So, and I know that it's just, you've had a lot of things happening with your booking agency, and I've just noticed you've been invited to all these different places,
man, that's dope.
speaking to all these different kinds of people, and I'm like, man, we really need to catch up and just hear, not necessarily about. Because we've learned so much about you over the course
Yeah.
of what has been like 2 years,
Yeah.
two years almost.
Yeah, and you know
Oh,
you're
more
so
than that. It's gonna be
you're-
3,
you're-
I think.
I think.
you're
Since
such
Corona.
you're such an interesting person that the world needs to know about Adam Began. That's-
Oh, stop.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
it
no,
yeah,
no,
is.
for real. No, for real. Actually, me and Rev were throwing around the idea last time about going out there and just doing a whole documentary on you, man. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
It was-
we-
you
we
guys-
want-
you will know. I appreciate you guys are always. You got me on there like your first ever wrestling thing. We did a wrestling thing.
yeah,
We did
yeah.
trivia and shit.
Yeah,
And you
I
guys
didn't know
always
anything.
dug me, and I don't know why. I mean, I do, but I'm honest. I don't like to beat my own.
Aw.
You know, but you guys notice it, and I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
No, yeah, you're an awesome individual, brother. And are you still going out there and doing your historian? What is that called? The haunted historian stuff, or?
I tell you, man. I guess I don't know. I just turned 45 in September.
Oh,
Hit the
wow.
applause button.
Nah,
Hit the applause
hold
button.
on, let me find it. Let me get it.
45, thank you. Okay. So I'm still with Heather. We hit the
Good deal.
7-year mark.
Oh wow!
You know,
Congratulations on that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I of course, it's been for a while. My mom passed away. And
Yeah.
You guys remember that?
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I kind of lost my shit, of course, and I went off the map a little bit, and then I finally I live by Bangor, Maine now. I live in Stephen Kingville.
Yeah.
Oh snap.
Yeah, that's why it's cold. I live by Mount Katahdin, where the end of the Appalachian Trail is and stuff. It's about a half hour past my house, believe it or not. It's pretty wild up there. Not a lot of stoplights, a lot of hunters, a lot of moose, a lot of Trump fans. Pretty cool.
Nice. sounds like my kind of people.
Legal marijuana stores.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I'm up there for like a week or two without Heather, because I'm literally 3 hours to get from her house to my house.
Oh wow.
It's a 3 hour. So to get there, when I'm up there, I do work, but I don't know a lot of people, and I'm kind of quiet. No one around me for 2.5 years I've been there. No one knows anything. How's it going? That's it. Hey, Tom. No one even knows my full name.
Nice.
So then I do this, and I go ghost hunting. I'm a booking agent and a podcaster and a speaker. Now I go to places that I speak at Salem State University College. Last year I spoke on stage at the Salem Con. That was a trip. And now I've been invited to the Warren Convention. I get to load up Annabelle on stage. I was blessed by the bishop. the priest or whatever.
Yeah.
And I loaded up Annabelle on stage last year. Tony Sparrows brought me there as his guest. I didn't pay a fucking dime.
Wow.
I'm just some stoner kid from Maine, dude.
No, bro. No, man. Nah, you know, hey, toot your own horn. People need to know. You got to be proud of that. I know I am, man. If I had that kind of resume, brother, I'd be walking around with a T-shirt with my own face on it. Be like, man.
Don't give me ideas.
And then I have like a down arrow and it'd be like the man, the myth, and then the legend. The legend. all in lowercase letters, but you know.
Oh, I'm gonna sign him as my you're gonna be my press executive. I'm gonna sign you. But it's one of those things where it's just I don't want to stay stagnant, and if I pay too much attention to the news and reality shows, start eating bonbons, and become just a waste of space American. Like I hate to be like that. But So I'm trying to either. And I go to town. I'm going to, I'll go to the town hall and vote for the legal weed store to come in town. But I do pay attention to politics to an extent. But at the same time, I do tours now, man.
Yeah,
I do historically haunted tours. I go to Bangor. I do where Stephen King's house is, where Pet Sematary was filmed, the Langoliers, Fenna, the Gypsy, all the Stephen King shit. But also, if you guys don't know or not, the first American Republican vice president, Hannibal Hamlin, died on a couch. He was Abraham Lincoln's vice. He was playing poker on a couch in Bangor. He died. The couch is still there. You can go see it for free. So I bring people there. It's got a big thing on it. Then I bring him to his grave. He's buried at the cemetery where Pet Cemetery was, where Gage got buried.
Oh, no
It's America's second oldest garden cemetery. Suck it sideways. Who knows this shit? I take my tour.
Hey, and then you look up, you see him there, like, this does work, huh?
Well, that's it. So I figure instead of looking into just bull crap, and everybody can be what they want to, I'm looking into history, movie filming sites, hauntings, and I'm looking for dude, I had one of the guys that was in the Killer Clowns from Outer Space on my podcast.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I seen that one. Yeah, and that's kind of the stuff I wanted to talk to you about. And one of the things that it would almost happen, and I wanted to bring this up actually because I reached out to him as one of the very first persons. I think the very first guest we had on our podcast was Randy Gardner. What was interesting, he's somebody that attends the same church that I was attending at the time, and I never took him as somebody that was like had a paranormal experience because he was always like didn't really speak much and it's on one of I'm going to stream that episode. Remember the ghost dog? The ghost dog,
Oh, ghost animals are awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to share. I'll share you the link to that episode. But it was interesting how this world works, and this is what I wanted to talk to you about because through him, a friend of mine, he connected us with Heather Lee. And I didn't know how I know this person that you guys should talk to. Heather Lee. He's the one that introduced us to Heather.
But how did he know her?
Dr. Heather Lee. Former Warren Convention, Warren legacy member,
So he went with her during this whole paranormal experience that he was experiencing, and then she introduced us to Kenny.
Yeah, was it Kenny or was it Chris McKennell first? Did we do Chris first, or did we do?
I don't remember, but then we got connected with Chris McKennell, and then at some point we got connected with Adam. And I think with Adam, it was more organically because I just started following pages, and his came up somehow, and I just started following. I was like, this guy we got to talk because he was charismatic, he was knowledgeable, and I liked I think one of the very first videos I watched from you was the one where you went to Lizzie Borden's house.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, oh, that was awesome. And I was just like, we got to talk to this guy. So
right across the street where Aaron Hernandez was that court when he went for the Patriots.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Right across the street, that fucking guy. But see, that's what I appreciate because I feel like I'm just doing this for me, shits and giggles. Like it's a bucket list to go to Lizzie's and have the other two people stay and cancel and go, oh, you paid $200 for a room. Well, guess what? For an $1,800 value, you get the whole house to yourself. So I share this shit with hopes that someone else will connect. And you guys have always dug this shit. Everything from wrestling to the
Well, the wrestling thing was a bonus. Like when I found out that you were into wrestling, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is another avenue of connection. And I just loved those were some of my most favorite episodes. On top of
I just wish I knew more about wrestling because I didn't.
We'll break you in. We'll use some
we'll break you in.
All right. Just be gentle. I'm delicate.
Hey, it's Tiffy time. Alexa Bliss is great, but Tiffany Stratton, she's amazing.
I'm like, why is this soda making me sleepy?
Well, you know what's interesting? I was thinking about it. Too. It's just I know female wrestling has kind of it hasn't has the draw to use wrestling terms, right? It hasn't had the draw that, of course, the males have always had, right?
Yeah.
And I see there's a big difference now because I think the talent is so much different. Now, granted, back in the Attitude Era and the beginning of the Ruthless Aggression era, it was more focused on looks, like
TNA.
TNA. Yeah, there you go. And now
they had mud wrestling contests and
bikini contest, panty contests, and all that kind of
I
stuff.
mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it was a bad thing.
I missed it. I should have got involved in this a lot sooner.
But now these chicks are tough. They can actually pick up fucking like Jade Cargill can pick people up. She's a big chick. Like.
No, yeah, and that one thing I grew to like, and I'll be honest with you, at first I was like, Rhea Ripley wasn't that appealing to me, but the more I started learning about her and watching her, it's just like
Playboy,
I dig
man.
her. She is so awesome. Like, and I think it's
I love
just,
a woman where you can, have your fun with and still worry about your TV being stolen. I love that.
Oh, dude, she suplexed you through the house for the last carrot. That's my carrot, Playboy.
Don't threaten me with a good time. She'd be like, burn me with a cigarette.
All day.
No, and so I think like I remember the female wrestlers. It's not that they were bad. Like I remember even Trish Stratus, who actually was my favorite female wrestler,
Tough chick.
Really put a lot of work. Did a lot of work, and then also like Jacqueline as well. I mean, they had the looks. They had the assets, so to speak, and they also knew how they could work, and I think I appreciated that. And then Stacy Keibler, I think, was more just, and Tori Wilson were more just looks, which was appreciated to a certain extent. But I think now with Ronda Rousey,
I'm gonna bring in the music.
All right, is that the dancing?
Yeah, that's you getting all excited. There it is. Easy.
Bring me another beer.
But anyway, so I know that you had just recently shared those pictures that you just sent over with you and Ronda Rousey, and I thought that was super cool. But that's kind of like what I'm talking about. The nature of the business has changed, dramatically.
And that was a terrible day in my life when she broke up with me. That's why
she literally broke up.
She really broke you in half. I'm done with this one.
When she left me, bro, I took it hard. I started drinking heavy every day,
Heavier.
Who taught you that hate speech, huh?
I guess it's one of those things. Wrestling's one of those things where it's like that's probably the only thing, honestly, that I don't really watch cartoons anymore. I don't play video games, honestly. I don't. I watch horror movies and shit, but honestly, wrestling's my only thing because it's connected to my grandfather.
Yeah.
I saw him die when I was young. I've always been connected to him. I got a tattoo. I've been in wrestling since I was a kid. But everything else is just literally, I'm signing people. I'm signing I didn't sign this girl. She's an enchantress. And she's Samai's Golden Pyramid, Connecticut. Black girl. She's amazing.
Nice.
She's at the work convention selling candles made out of penises and vagina candles. And she sells. Yeah,
what do they smell like when you burn them? What do they smell like?
You'd be surprised. Depends what you want. Cherry, Alderwood, whatever you want. The ones from Lewiston, Maine are the ones that smell like the fish, so they have the sardines.
I guess it's true like everything else in life. The more you pay, the better the quality.
Well, so to speak. I guess it's natural. It's definitely legit. But no, she's an enchantress, dude. She's a card reader and she's all that. So I got her. And these people are just like, dude, I'd love to be part of your booking agency. And I get them gigs. I promote them. I share them. And they're like, what are your credentials? And I'm like, I don't have any. I'm just winging it here, but I'm between the tours, the podcast, the booking agency, people, they trust me, and I'm not gonna fuck anybody. You know me. I believe in karma.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a God follower. I have no reason to take people's money and just go, hoo-hoo. So I want to work with people. I'm getting people to conventions, and now that I've been asked to rejoin my heavy metal band and be a singer again.
That's dope. We showcased that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Oh my
Killing
goodness.
the Herd, 5 years, man. We opened up for Mushroom Head and El Nino once, a couple metal bands, and
that's dope.
El Nino's from Brazil, believe it or not.
Yeah, no, I remember.
I heard El Nino, and I was like, oh, is that California?
Well, no. So allow me.
ILL, El Nino.
Il Nino. Oh, that's sick. I like that.
That sounds like me after a day of hard drinking.
They're a Christian metal band. The back of their album, they got the rosary beads. They handprint. The lead singer's name's Christian, believe it or not, but they are a Catholic Christian metal band.
Wow,
We opened up for them in Mushroom Head, And they told us, you guys are fucking sick. And I'm looking at my house skull and whoa. Wow. So I said, well, it's been 5 years. I go, they want to do it. And I said, you know, I wear enough hats as it is, but fuck it, until I'm dead, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
But dang, a Catholic metal band, huh? I guess there's a lot of wine. There's a lot of wine and wafers going around. Is that what
it's not a bad deal. There's grapes. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. That sounds like one hell of a hangover.
Sword, man.
Yeah. So I know, allow me to just dream big a little bit. So one of the things that me and B are talking about is just like, we would like to host and possibly like put on like a paranormal conference or convention or something to that effect, like here in California where we are.
Yeah.
And I mean, like we could invite Kenny since he's just right over the Altamont, and fly in Adam Began.
Yeah.
So those are things.
Putting a budget together. Like I'm a fucking movie star.
Hey, don't get too excited. You'll work it off. We'll figure it out. Don't worry about that.
You can do it back with the luggage and the goats. I'll go with the cargo. I don't need first class or anything.
No, but that's like one of the things that we've been talking about of wanting to do is because it's like, yeah, we want to branch out. And one of the inspirations for that is actually you. Because we're watching you do all these things, and we're just like,
you give us hope.
Yeah, no, it's motivation because I'm like, there's nothing. I mean, there's everything that could have happened to hold you down. You've overcome, and then you're actually moving. You know, like, you know, the suffering, the car accident, the loss of your mother, being homeless, living in an RV, and then now being an individual that has a stable relationship,
and conquering, man,
making headwinds and just putting yourself out there and making connections. And I'm like, that's inspiring, and that's something that I really want people to know about you, and why we've kind of gravitated towards you, because we have that spirit, but we necessarily haven't been through the fight in which you've had to overcome to get to this point. So we're inspired.
Basically, you lit a fire under our asses, man. Dude. So we have two choices, right? We could sit here and burn, or we can sit here and not go up and smoke and make something happen. You know what I mean?
I would want nothing better in life than to literally meet you guys and hug. You're gonna make me cry, literally. Seriously, I don't like to talk about my I don't want to talk in the car. I don't want to bring up my woes every time, but it's nice to know. I'm writing my first book. I'm halfway through it.
Another.
And I just, and to hear you guys put it like that, I'm gonna fucking tear up, and I'm sorry, but I just
don't be sorry.
It's true, man. Between homelessness and suicide attempts and just not knowing why I'm even here, to just going out and grab. And I do get support, don't get me wrong, but I don't have someone behind me going, here's money, I dig for this. I message these actors. Some want money. I don't pay anybody. One girl won $35. I'm not paying that. If I can get fucking Daniel Roebuck, the guy who played Grandpa Munster and Rob Zombie's The Munsters on my show for free, which I did, I don't need to pay for anybody. I did. Daniel Roebuck, we're friends. I'm friends with his wife now and shit.
Nice. Man.
And Daniel Roebuck's been in everything. Matlock, he's been in old shit. I had, so I figure if I can go out and do this, why can't anybody go, what's your secret? I go, just the worst thing someone could say is no.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, there's a saying I've heard. I don't know who said it or where I heard it, but maybe it's divine. Maybe God spoke to me one day. But it goes something to the effect that, like, if you don't ask the answer is always no. You know what I mean?
That is.
That is a bit.
I went to McDonald's. They were late with my coffee. They were late with my coffee this morning. I go, the coffee was done. Sorry. I go, you mind throwing a hash bag in the
hash brown
in the bag? Sure. They threw a hash brown in. What the fuck?
Dang.
No.
Dang.
And I'm not being a cheapskate. I just figure,
hey, if you don't,
just throw it out there. You never know. And I think that's something and that's part of that, like American ingenuity and spirit, and just putting it out there. It's like we lost that. Yeah. We lost that ability just to be it's basically
people don't want to hurt people's feelings. Well, I don't want to insult. If I'm asking you to come on my show, am I insulting you? And if you say that you want me to pay $100 and I say sorry, I'm not paying you. Fuck off. Like,
no, that's principle. And I think a lot of people, they waver on those principles. Like, I think the biggest thing, like, as much as here's interesting, like, I don't know what happened, because as much as we want the greater audience, as much as we want the recognition, and because we're putting a lot of effort into what we're doing, it's not like this is easy to do. Even if we simplify our process, it's not like this is easy. We still got to make the time, make the connections, get all this thing going. I mean, how long were you waiting before we finally got set up?
And that's us streamlining everything.
So, but the thing is that I'm trying to say though is just like, yeah, so as much as we would like people to acknowledge it, and what was funny is we released a video on Friday. So this is Sunday. We released a video on Friday of our last episode that we did between us, and I think it's pushing 400 views, which is like pretty astonishing to me. And I'm
For
like,
us,
how
yeah.
did that happen?
We feel like we're Joe Rogan over here, you know? You crazy?
Well,
Joe
see,
Rogan?
sometimes a hiatus, it almost refreshes people. They go, oh shit, they're still around. Let's check it out. Sometimes it's almost needed to take a break. I think.
Yeah. No, I think that was really good. I mean, it cleared our heads. We got really busy, but at the same time, it's just like it's like that drive that it's like why some athletes, it's so hard for them to hang it up, right?
Yeah.
Because they know that they're good at it, but sometimes they just know they got to hang it up. But I think for us, it's just like, I don't feel like it's time for us to hang it up. So it's kind of like we're sitting on that potential. We're sitting on that talent. And it's just like, I don't want to sit on it no more. I want to do something with it. And it's not just for us. Like I said, the thing I would love to do is have somebody else sit here and let me make them something bigger. Like that's what I would rather do instead of being on this side. I'd rather bring somebody in. Hey, let's push you. Let's rally.
I see you doing that. You're a good leader, promoter, director type.
Yeah,
producer type guy.
Which is why I wish you weren't in Maine and you were closer to us, because man, we would like to just throw all this behind you and then just help you out. But unfortunately, it's like,
if I was closer, I'd be right there between you guys right now. Like a magic flower.
Hey, if you were any closer, you'd be under the desk right now.
One out. Come on. You guys are just awesome. This is one of my
I gotta
favorite
get the
shows to
crickets
be
in
on.
there.
You guys are just so awesome.
oh man. So anyway, so now since we've talked to you, you mentioned a lot of like big names. I mean, they're not like A-list celebrities now, but at one point they were. So it's just like, since the last time we spoke, who's been like the most influential person that you talked to, or you thought they would say no?
Well, I just want to, I hate to do dirty laundry, but I just want to say this real quick because this actually taught me a lot, and it's from someone kind of real quick. So I had Donnie Green. For those of you who don't know, he's the one that drove the Red Peterbilt, the Orinco truck in the original Pet Cemetery that killed Gage. He was singing the Ramones song in the driver's seat as he
that's right.
hit the kid.
Yeah.
I had him on my show, and he told me, he goes, I haven't been on a podcast ever. People like me for the Ramones, not even Stephen King, blah, blah, blah. On my show for about 2 years ago. Right after my show, he's like, you're amazing. What a great talk. He's like, I need a booking agent. Would you want to work with me? Long story short, he was the reason why I started the booking agency.
Oh, dang.
He was my first signing. He gave me $1,000 to sponsor me for 2 years on my podcast. He was official sponsor. Told me I got to cut the whole 9, right? So I get him the show in Bangor, Maine, where Stephen King lives, Derry, Maine. We have the truck there. I got a video on my YouTube channel, Adam the Historian Ghost Hunter. Me in the original 1988 Red Peterbilt fucking truck that says used in Stephen King's Pet Cemetery, right on the dashboard.
Dope.
Yeah.
I sat in it. I talked to the owner. I got the owner on board. He signed with me. I got them both at the convention.
Nice.
Heather tells Donnie about a month for the convention, no one's trademarked the name Orinco. We should do that. Donnie spends about $2,000 and trademarks the Orinco name. King don't even have it.
Oh.
So, you know what they do? They cut me out.
Oh.
The truck driver, I posted my cover photo, Orinco. I'm now the proud owner because Donnie said I get a percentage. The truck driver, the owner, wasn't in it yet. He told Donnie, Adam posted too soon. I'm not in it. If Adam doesn't go, I go. So Donnie says, hey, they don't want you at the Bangor Con. I go, what? I get 10%. No. I go, what? So then he does a bunch of autographs, signs a bunch of autographs. He owes me like $500. I'm not trying to be like whatever, but Donnie, if you're watching, where the fuck's my money, bro? Anyway, I wanted to give up the booking agency thing. I did, but then I signed Stacey Johnson. She's my guest Tuesday. She played Pennywise in the It remake. Bill Skarsgård did, but she was in the sewer scene with, hey, Georgie, and rips his arm off. That's Stacey Johnson. Look it up.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
I signed her. She's coming to Maine this September 14th in Augusta Civic Center. You guys should come down. I'll be there. Jason Voorhees, Texas Chainsaw. Stacy will be there. So that taught me a bad side of it because I love Donnie, dude. He picked me up came down from Florida. We went to the Hancock House, where Pet Cemetery, still the same color, yellow house, red roof, where Gage got killed.
Oh, man.
We went out to eat, picked me up, was everything. Gave me a shirt, a Rinco shirt, hat, and everything, and then he bailed on me. So I learned a bad lesson from him.
Oh,
I really liked him. Yeah. Green, Johnny Green. He's got two dogs. He lives in Florida. Don't do anything and say I did it, but that's him. But anyway, but as far as good goes, dude, I tell you, these actors that I talked to Sandy Johnson, that was Michael Myers' first kill in the 68 Halloween. She was also Miss Playboy in '74. She was on my show, blew me a kiss on camera,
Oh.
and she was nothing but kind to me. You know, said Merry Christmas to me. And so these Hollywood people, the paranormal people are great. They're all kind of think they're Ed and Lorraine Warren. They all think they're kind of just meh, which is fine. I like Tony Sparrow, don't get me wrong, but a lot of them are kind of huff and puff. But these actors, dude, they're really, besides Donnie, they're really cool to me. And honestly, some of them, like, they get on my show, they go, man, you're really easy to talk to. I like how you just go off. This is great. I'll be back anytime. And they send me signed books. Freddy Krueger's mom, Beatrice Bopel, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5. Mrs. Krueger, she sent me her book and sent it to me, signed it, and she had it on my show.
Oh my goodness!
See,
wow.
I'm getting a collection, man. I got shit at home from my guests, and I'm like, man. And a lot of them go, "You want to die or be killed in a movie?" I go, "I'd love to be both." Like,
yeah, for real, for real.
So, slit my throat. I'd love it. I don't care. Hey, Adam P.J. Spell my name right. That's all I
man,
ask.
I'm down too. Hell yeah!
And as you guys know, you guys talked to me before any of this happened. I was just a little ghost hunter dub from Maine.
Yeah.
You guys liked me, and that's why I couldn't help but jump on this, because I could be there for you. You guys have been there for me when no one gave a fuck. So.
Well, you know, and that's one thing, and it's just like
that's what I'm saying.
That feeling is reciprocal, because it's like I said, we drew. We after meeting you, I mean, I remember that after we were done with that conversation, we were just like, this guy is just dynamic and charismatic, and I'm just like, I wish we were a lot closer, because
we basically said that at the same time too. Like, we finished each other's sentences.
Right. We finished each other's sentences sometimes.
So that's why you guys are a good team. That's why you guys would make for a good network. You guys can help people. You're good at it.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing. We're trying to follow that model. We're trying to do what Adam's doing in the East Coast on the West Coast, and you know that's why
it just takes two of you as opposed to one. But whatever.
It takes two. It takes two to do the work of one. It takes two Mexicans to do the work of one Adam.
I've been on that website.
No, that's true. You go free next time. I'll give you a discount. But I'm not gonna lie. But between us, and no big deal. One time I was hard up. One time I got really screwed out of some money, and Rev helped me with a couple bucks, put it that way. I'll never forget that. When I need it the most. I haven't forgot that, Rudy.
No problem. No problem.
No, it's big, man. I was down on my luck, and I couldn't go to nobody. My family still doesn't know. My dad, he's alive. My sister and my stepson, they don't know my booking agency. They don't know about they don't even care. They haven't talked to me in 3 years. They don't even see my place. I'm a homeowner. I went from homeless to homeowner, and my dad came up once. And my sister, I'm only 2 hours north of them. They live in Lewiston, where the shooting was. They don't come up to visit me. They don't call me Christmas. Then my nieces, none. It's like I was like I'm dead to the world. The only people I have are my clients and my face. Believe it or not, I live and die by Facebook. Otherwise, besides Heather, who makes bracelets, guys. What's your life guide? Check it out.
Oh, those are actually pretty dope.
Oh yeah, send us a link. We'll share that. We'll share that.
Makes them out of glass beads. These are lava. They're actually from lava from volcanoes, and they roll them up into balls.
Really?
That's cool. Yeah, she sells all that shit. She's been my supporter, and you, of course, you guys on Facebook, but my family, they don't even know. So they have no clue that I spoke at Salem State University in front of a couple hundred people.
I seen that. Yeah, well, I had seen that too.
No clue. My family doesn't know. They don't ask. So I appreciate you guys.
We're here for you, man. We got
when do you think the opportunity is for you to start? I mean, because I know that this has been an incredible journey that we've been able to watch. So you've done these things so far. Like, if you were to think, like, well, is there a vision that at one point you're going to be going from state to state, possibly all the way across the country to do what you're doing? Has there been an opportunity yet to do that?
I'm not going to lie. Even the fact that I was asked to do it in Salem or any university, like I'm humble. I'm a very just for free, okay. I'll walk there. I'm just very much like, and I think that's why people dig that, because I'm not going in and going, I want room temperature. I'm not Mariah Carey. Room temperature water. I want my nipples at 38 degrees north. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, now that you said that, I want to see.
I want that. Now I want
that. I never saw myself leaving Maine, honestly. I thought, who wants to hear this fucking ADHD kid ramble? But at the same time, there's freaks like us that like other shit. So at the same time, honestly, I've been invited to go to Connecticut because Thomas Patrick Gormley is one of my clients. He runs the Connecticut con where the witches were before anybody was Connecticut. So it is close, but I'm open. I got other people. I got a couple authors in Texas. Angie Barton signed to my thing. Come on down to Texas. I'll show you around. So
oh man, cool.
Yeah.
And I told people, you want to send me, $10 or more, I'll put your name in my first book. I got over $500.
Nice.
Well, I better finish this book.
I know, right?
People believe in me. People are pushing me and they believe in me. And I'm not trying to ask for money. I just honestly, I don't have a lot. I really don't. So I hate to even ask for things, but if people are willing to, like the podcast, people send me about, this one dude sends me $12 every week in stars, my podcast.
Really?
Brandon Golding, I signed him to the group. I go, you're my client. You sent me like $700 in 2 years. So
nice.
So Viper Paranormal, Brandon Golding, he goes, I love your show. He shares it, promotes. I literally have fans, and that's fucking mind blowing. So
that's awesome.
People put my back where I need it, and no one's letting me drown. And life's hard, and I get it. But I see myself, if the invitation's there, like Heather said, the world's your oyster. I have no children. Heather's giving me she just wants me to do my thing. She's my biggest supporter.
That's awesome.
So besides, and I own my trailer. I'm not gonna lie. I paid $15,000 for it, fully fucking loaded. I only pay a couple $100 a month. Rev.
Yep.
Very cheap where I live.
Yep.
So I don't have a lot. I could take off and not worry about it. I'm open to it. I'd love to go on a little tour. It's so weird to say. Yeah. Even if I opened up for the Rev and Playboy.
No, we've been toying around with different venues and seeing what we can do, how we can facilitate.
We're like in a planning stage. It's like, where could we do this? Where could we do that? And who could connect with?
Once we could get that, once we get that locked in, then we'll start working on the budget, and then. That'd be dope, man. I'm down.
Definitely. So we're coming down to the end of this segment of this show really quick, but I just wanted to highlight a couple things. I mean, there's so much that we could talk about. I know you, and here's the one thing that I do appreciate about your show is just like there's times where I just get lost because you do go on for like 2 or 3 hours on your show at times, and it's not, but there's always something that's being said that's awesome. And I know like there's I'm trying to think. So there was one instance where I was just like, we need to talk about that, and we need to talk about it. And every time, the one thing that we do is, and this is where the ADHD I think kicks in too, because I am the same way. Because there was a heading that I had for this show, and I can't remember what it was because we went in a totally different direction, which was awesome, which I really don't mind at all.
I like that though. It keeps it organic.
It keeps it organic. So there's so much that we could talk about. There's a lot, but what I want to do is we're gonna wrap up this show right here, and then we're gonna come right back with Adam Began and just kind of shoot a little bit more of
we'll have
just where he's going.
I need a cigarette. That's hot.
And then
always leave him wanting more.
Always leave him wanting more. Even want
That's
more.
what she said.
Yeah. So, anyways, this has been your boy Sir Rev, the servant, and this is Play B right here with me, and then Adam Began. So we're gonna see this show drop in a couple weeks. So be sure, stay tuned. You have been tagged.